Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of TarotCelebritea with yo boy Ducky. I might be extra expressive today because I don't know if you've noticed, but I got my little webcam that I'm gonna be using for showing the cards. And now that I got that webcam, I got a nice little face cam going here in this little corner. But this channel, I don't want it to be about me, so that's why the face cam is kind of small. So anyway, speaking of this video not being, or this channel not being about me, this video is about, or is going to be about Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid, an update on them. And yeah, so remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that? That is because we do not have Zayn Malik or Gigi Hadid here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. So just remember to keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, so we're just going to start with Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid's current overall energy. Whenever they're together, what is their current overall energy like? Oh, we got Lucifer in reverse. 5. Okay, the Hierophant in reverse. We got the 5 of Swords in reverse. Ooh. I don't know. It's a little, some rebelliousness going on. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Let's get an emotional healing oracle card. Grief. This came out in reverse, so I'm gonna read the negative aspect of grief. Grief is the damage dealt to love by cruel fate. I'm consumed by sorrow. I withdraw from the world in a tempest of loss. Yeah, consumed by sorrow. Cruel fate. Yeah, that's definitely kind of the vibe that I'm seeing here with this 5 of Swords, for sure. You know, the 5 of Swords is all about feeling defeated, right? It's all about having a defeatist mindset. You know, your mind thinks that you've already lost something, so like there's no point. But this card came in reverse, so when it comes to their energy together, Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid, I feel like they're definitely trying to get into a better place of not always thinking like the worst case scenario, or like of whenever they think of one another or are around one another, that there are those sorrowful feelings, they're trying to get, that's what I'm seeing, is like they're trying to get into a different headspace rather than immediately assuming the worst out of one another, or thinking the worst out of one another. But with this Knight of Swords here in reverse, the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving knights, zip in and zoom in. But when it comes in reverse, there's like I think of it as like a stagnant energy, right? If it's zipping and zooming, the opposite effect, or like the reversal of it, would be that there's not a lot of movement. There's not a lot of thoughtful engagement. So I feel like whenever they're together, or whenever they're together, whenever they're thinking of one another, they do want to get to a better headspace of not immediately thinking the worst of one another. But I do feel like they're also not really doing too much about it. Like they got the right, what's the word I'm looking for? They got the right, I'm drawing a blank. They got like the right sense. They got the right intention. That's the word. They got the right intentions of wanting to, like, think better of one another, but they're not really putting it into action. There is that a little bit of that rebelliousness going on here with the Hierophant coming up here in reverse. You know, the Hierophant in reverse kind of talks about, you know, being a little bit rebellious, living life on your own terms. So I feel like the two of them combined, their energy combined, Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid, is that they're kind of doing their own thing. They're not really stressing or like focusing on one another um, as much. And that's where that kind of like lack of action is going. Like they want to get into a place where they think better about one another, but they're not really doing anything to get to that point together, because they're kind of focusing more on their own things. They're focusing on their own life and their own goals and their own like ethics and moral compass. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Interesting. All right. So let's get some cards representing Zayn Malik. When he thinks of Gigi Hadid, what comes up to his mind when he thinks of Gigi Hadid? We got the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. That's a good card. So there's some healing involved. He's doing better for sure. And we got the Two of Love. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. All right, now let's get some cards representing Gigi Hadid. When she thinks of Zayn Malik, what comes up on in her mind? What does she feel? What does she think? The World of Shadows, the moon. It's complicated, complex. And we got the Lady Wisdom. Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay, so let's start with Zayn Malik. When he thinks of Gigi Hadid, we got the Three of Swords here coming up in reverse. You know, the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak. But this card came in reverse for Zayn Malik. So when he thinks of Gigi Hadid, there's already there is already a sense of like healing for him. Like he doesn't really get hurt as much, or he doesn't have these like hurtful thoughts or hurtful feelings. More so thoughts though, because again, Suit of Swords is all about the element of air, which is all about our thoughts and our words. So when he thinks of Gigi Hadid, like he's getting to a better place where he's not maybe immediately thinking the worst about her or thinking she is the worst, or he's not, whenever someone mentions Gigi Hadid's name around him, maybe before he used to kind of like say some not so great things about her, but it was because he was hurt. And now not so much. He's maybe like getting into a better place of like healing. And that is magnified here with the Two of Love, the Two of Cups, which is all about harmonious companionships, you know, feeling. And so he's when he thinks of Gigi Hadid or someone mentions her or something like that, he's getting into a better place of like, all right, like clearly this person's going to be in my life for a long time, maybe forever. So we got to find a harmonious like consensual place, you know, where we can like be harmonious together, and I just got to heal from this. So he's in a really good place when it comes to like his thoughts regarding Gigi Hadid. Now on the other side, Gigi Hadid has a little bit more of complex feelings whenever someone maybe mentions Zayn or she thinks about Zayn. We got the Moon card. The World of Shadows. Whoa, yeah, because the moon card is all about seeing the unseen, you know, what lies beneath the surface. Oh, the mystery. So the World of Shadows, like when she thinks of Zayn Malik, she's just like, wow, like this is just such a deep, she feels a lot of deep emotions. Um, but also like, I don't know, there's a beauty to it. She knows that her time with Zayn Malik was a big chapter in her moment. It also like it was able for her to kind of see the light, as cheesy as it is. But you know, like look at this card, you know, Lady Wisdom, the high priestess here is going towards the light, is going, and here it says filosofia, she's learning. So when she thinks of Zayn Malik, she thinks of like a very deep time full of, deep emotions, um, getting to things that were like beneath the surface that not everyone knows about. And it really helped her kind of own herself, own her or trust herself, trust her intuition, because that's what the high priestess is all about, right? The high priestess has a lot of knowledge, and she uses that knowledge to really trust herself. Um, so, yeah, when she thinks of Zayn Malik, she thinks of a really pivotal and monumental moment in her life where she learned a lot about herself. She learned a lot about like maybe deeper feelings, maybe repressed emotions that were going on. So that's beautiful too. Yeah. So, but these cards here representing the current overall energy is that there's still quite a bit of heaviness to them. Excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna drink tea. That went down the wrong way. Ooh, okay. Um, but there's still some heaviness there, but they're in a place where they know they want to be better, and they just haven't really taken the action um to get to a better headspace and better thought process when it comes to like communicating with one another and their thoughts on one another. So, with that being said, let's finish off the video with some advice for Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid. I really hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly. I know they're talented and beautiful and amazing, because you kind of gotta be in order to be in the spotlight, right? You gotta have a little je ne sais quoi, a little I don't know what, a little that spark. So no disrespect here in the Ducky channel. All right, so let's do some advice for Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid. The Lady of Shields, the Queen of Wands, okay. The Bonhomme, the Fool. Oh, what great cards. And the Squire of Love, the Page of Cups. These are some good advice cards, y'all. Intuitive, yeah. I trust my intuition to keep my heart true. I explore my inner world and move towards self understanding. I take heed of the hidden messages my emotions are sending me. And that makes so much sense with this Queen of Wands or Lady of Shields in this deck. The Queen of Wands is the fire queen. She's very passionate. She's very creative. She's very, I guess passionate and creative is all I got right now. But the advice for Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid is to really use this passion that they once had, because they were together. So there clearly is passion there. Now they just got to use this same passion uh to create new things, to create like new art, to create new adventures. Again, like this could even be like being creative when it comes to like co-parenting, using that passion that they once had for one another, but like using it in a different vessel, through a different vessel, which is aka their child. So they could still use that passion that they once had, that spark, that creativity, that they once had for one another, and they could still use that but like to create new experiences and create new memories with their kiddo. Yeah. And again, like with this Page of Cups too, you know, pages are young energy. So I really am seeing like there is a lot of beautiful new opportunities that can arise here if they just channel all that into creating new experiences for the kiddo, the young one. Um, so that's all I'm really seeing. Um, yeah, I really do think that's going to really open up a lot of doorways for them. Um, I'm a little hesitant to show this little person because they a little naked. Um, so but like look at this, the Fool is all about new experiences and taking risks and meeting new people, new ideas and stuff like that. So I really think if they just channel all of that creativity, that passion that they once had for one another, and channel it into creating new experiences for their kid to thrive, it's going to really allow them to tap more into their intuition and to really get back in touch with their intuitive sense, because you know the Queen of Wands is that creative queen, and in order to be creative you got to tap into your intuition, right? So I really think that would be beneficial for them. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful like little advice that I'm seeing here. So let me know what you thought of this video. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you did not like the video. That is totally okay. I just ask that if you have anything to say, make sure you word it nicely. If it's something like constructive criticism, that would be great. Because I can be moody, I can be temperamental, and if you come at me sideways, there's a good chance I might come at you sideways too. But I try not to, you know, because we're all works in progress. We're all trying to be better here. At least, you know, here in the Ducky channel, I really don't want to condone like people hating on other people for like being fans of some other celebrity, and all that mumbo jumbo. But anyway, that's my spiel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others, and stay hydrated. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.